27th of Iyyar, people are asking, Tafshin Pedalet 5784, people are asking me what's happening in Israel. I want to explain what's happening in Israel, why it's happening, and what, in my humble opinion, is a way to extricate ourselves from the problem that we're currently facing. So the problem is as follows. Israel cannot fight an extended war. None of the wars that we've fought in the past were extended wars. They were always short wars where we achieved whatever objectives we set forth for ourselves in a short time. This war is different. It's a long war. It's exhausting. And worst of all, it's demoralizing. It's demoralizing because we didn't achieve our main objectives. If in the past wars we felt that Hashem helped us achieve our objectives, because really, any fair, objective assessment of what took place in those previous wars will lead one to realize that we had Hashgacha Peratit, we had the divine providence helping us succeed in the wars. In this case, we didn't find the hostages. We didn't capture Yahya Sinjar. Inshallah, soon we should. And Uchuat Adonai Keherif Ayin, we never know. The Hasdei Ha'er, the Hasadim of God are enormous. So notwithstanding what I'm about to say is not because I don't believe in the Hasadim of Hashem. I do believe in the Hasadim. I'm saying what I'm saying because I want to identify the problem and rectify the problem. Because Am Yisrael, we need to make teshuvah. Right? So the fact of the matter is, until now, we have not had the zechut, the privilege of having God miraculously help us find the hostages and capture Yahya Sinjar. It might happen soon, by the way. It might happen over the next week. It might happen over the next day. It might happen over the next 2 weeks. I don't know. But it's been long and exhausting. And here's the thing. The war is far from over. The north of Israel has been abandoned. And many people who lived in the north, they left their houses for months now. And the north is under constant bombardment, which has increased over the last week and will continue to increase apparently over the next few days in a very terrible way. There's fires all over the place. Forests are on fire. Houses are on fire. The bombardment is non-stop. It's going further and further into Israel, to the more southern parts of Israel, reaching Akko a few days ago, some of the missiles. So the war is far from over. Even if we capture Yahya Sinjar, even if we find the hostages, the war is far from over. So that's the problem. The problem is we're in the midst of a very difficult military campaign. It's been demoralizing, and we have a long ways to go. All right. My interpretation. God didn't speak to me, so I don't speak on behalf of God or the Almighty. I'm giving you my own rational thought process. Miracles led to the formation of the State of Israel and to the continued existence of the State of Israel and to Israel expanding its borders the way it did. And the reason for my understanding for these miracles is what the Torah says. Again, I don't need to be an Navi. I can just look at the Pesukim of the Torah. Hashem tells Avraham Avinu, "Lezaracha eten et haaretz hazot." Eten, I will gift it. Eten is milashon matana. I will give you a gift of the land of Israel to your children. We, the children of Avraham Avinu, God gave us the land of Israel in a series of miracles. And they were amazing miracles. What did we do with this land of Israel? This precious land where the Shekhinah is, the most sacred place on earth. What did we do with this gift that Hashem gave us? He made miracles. Through the miracles, we got the land. What did we do with the land? So there were these Palestinian terrorists, the PLO, Arafat, murdering Jews barbarically. 1974, in one incident, they killed 22 school children on a bus, right? Can anybody forgive that? Do we have the right to forgive? Of course not. The Torah says it's forbidden to forgive murderers. And if you forgive murderers, you will defile the land. What did we do? Oslo. Oslo says, these people, you murdered enough Jews, you finally graduated, you've really been doing a good job at killing. We'll reward you. We'll give you portions of the land of Israel. And this continued. There's Oslo 1, Oslo 2, I don't know what, like a bad movie with worse sequels. And then the worst was the 2005 engagement from Gaza, where after years and years of killing Jews who lived in Gaza, the state of Israel said, okay, you killed enough Jews, now we're really going to give you a big reward. We're going to give you the land, Gaza, for nothing. It's just yours. This whole Oslo process was under the guidance and oftentimes the support of well-known rabbis like Harav Ovadia Yosef, who, in the case of Oslo at least, he wrote a She'elat Tshuva justifying. God says the land is yours. God says, Avraham Avinu, I promise you I'm going to give it to your children. Right? Justifying giving the land that was promised to Avraham Avinu to the worst enemies of the children of Avraham Avinu. Right? So this was a process that took place. We have to recognize what we did. And by the way, the rabbis that opposed the Oslo Accord, oy vavoy, what did they do to Rabbi Hecht and Sha'alei Sion? They kicked him out. He was right. Everybody else was wrong. Anybody ever apologize? I'm just wondering. I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know. It could be that they did apologize to Rabbi Hecht. Certainly he deserved, oh boy, did he deserve an apology. And Hatanu Avinu Pashanu, what we did to him. Okay. So God gives us the land of Israel. And you know what we say when we return the land of Israel and kick the Jews out of the land of Israel? We say, no, the land is not the land of Israel. No, we're not the children of Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. No, the miracles are not miracles. And no, God is not God. That's really what they're saying. I mean, you can pay all the lip service. God, we believe in you. God, beautiful. God, this. Very, very nice. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, we should say Hallelujah. Very nice. I'm for that. But the point is, it's all cheap talk. When you kick the Jews out of the land of Israel and give it to the Arabs, and in your perverted mind, you think maybe this will bring peace. Yeah, you give the worst, you reward the worst criminals, and you think they're going to stop doing crime. Okay, doesn't matter. The point is, so now here we are, out of the Gaza Strip, right? Part of this Oslo process was give the Gaza Strip back to the Palestinians. Not back to the Palestinians, they never had it, but give it to the Palestinians. And now we're stuck. Where are the miracles? And the miracles are happening to individual soldiers. We know God is protecting. But we're not reaching our military objectives. Many of the hostages already died. They died horribly. There are babies that are hostages. How can you ever undo that? Even if you found the babies. So we didn't reach our military objectives because God didn't help us to achieve those objectives. In my humble opinion, I'm not a spokesperson for God. But, God gave us the land of Israel. He did miracles to give us the land of Israel. We return it to these murderers, to these just sub-animal creatures. And they said, we want miracles. Why are we not? We need God's help. Well, the last time He helped you, you returned the land back. So you reject God. You reject His miracles. You reject the land of Israel. You reject the berit ben abetarim. God tells Avraham Avinu lezaracha et haaretz hazot. Are you or are you not the zera of Avraham Avinu? All you rabbis who supported Oslo, do you feel that you're the zera of Avraham Avinu? Because if you felt that, how on earth do you dare take the land of Israel and support the return of the land of Israel to the non-zera of Avraham Avinu? How do you do that? So it's time for us to make teshuvah. In my opinion, the only teshuvah. We capture the Gaza Strip. I'm not a military strategist. I'm very limited in my intellect. I only believe in the Torah and I have the truth of the Torah, and thank God I've been blessed with some minimal rational faculties. I know that when there's evil, a person does evil, it comes back to haunt him. A nation does evil, it comes back to haunt the nation. We have to undo the evil. We take over the Gaza Strip. We have to return the Jews back to their houses. They built those houses. They built those roads. They built those parks. It's theirs. God promised Avraham Avinu, it's theirs. We must undo the evil. We must return the Jews to the Gaza Strip. I'm not speaking as a politician. I know everybody's going, oh, how can you do this? You must do this. Because there's a problem. And the problem is what we did. And the solution to the problem is to undo what we did.